Primality test in Python. I'm trying to do a simple primality test in Python. According to Wikipedia, a primality test is the following. Given an input number n, check whether any integer m from 2 to n1 divides n. If n is divisible by any m, then n is composite, otherwise it is prime. I started with ruling out the even numbers, with the exception of 2, as candidates to prime. Then writing a function to check for primes, according to the rules above. And this is the main function, which iterates over a list of 8,000 prime candidates and tests their primality. The problem is that the isPrime function returns true for numbers that aren't primes.
Have a look at the Miller-Rabin primality test if a probabilistic algorithm will suffice. You could also prove a number to be prime, with for instance elliptic curve primality proving, ECPP, but it takes more effort. A simple trial division algorithm is the following. Edit. Here's a more educational version because the first solution is very condensed and perhaps harder to read. I've substituted in sqrt, a, in place of a ***0.5 to make things more clear. The square root is used to not look at more factors than we have to.
In brief, your isPrime x checks whether the number is odd, exiting right after if x%2 is equal to 0. Try a small change so that you would actually iterate. Note that else column is now part of the for loop rather than if statement.
Your function actually returns whether your number is odd. Indeed, what you're doing is you're checking whether 2 divides your number, and return immediately. You never check for the other numbers. What you need to do is take this return true out of the if-else clause and the for loop back into the main function body. On a side note, if you're looking for the primes lower than a given number, you could store the primes you found in memory and then only try dividing your new number by those primes. Because if D is composite and divides Q, then P exists such that P is prime and P divides Q.
The problem is that you put return false in the else clause rather than at the end of the function. So your function will return right after the first divisor is checked, rather than going on to check other divisors. Here is a simple primality test similar to yours.
Hypnotic Puzzle2